But the mother done stayed in that house with some dude she just married, got a job at Walmart, don't pay a daggone bill, and the daughter pays for the food. Is the mother like disabled or something like that? Like, why isn't she helping out more? I better tell gonna have to help out now that they about to get this divorce. Your tail gonna chip in now.
Today is the day you motherfuckers is gonna kick in.
Whatever, I'll do what I want.
Oh, he's such a cutie.
All right, so, Mr. Tootle, you've known Miss Botnick for years.
Roughly 7 or 8.
You got married September 4th, 2023.
Correct.
You knew she had an infant child at that time, correct?
Correct.
You knew she had 2 other children, ages 12 and 10, correct?
Correct.
And you knew they would be residing in the house with you and your wife, correct? You did?
Yes, correct.
All right. So you didn't have a problem with that?
No.
And you testified that you like her kids?
Yes.
That's good.
Now, with respect to her mother, you and Miss Botnick had a conversation about her mother coming to live there, correct?
Coming to visit.
And then subsequently, you had a conversation about her mother continuing to stay there, and you agreed to it.
We agreed she could stay until winter was over.
So it's your testimony that you and Miss Botnick had a discussion.
They act like a bunch of gypsies. That's what they act like. just you can't give them an inch, they'll take a mile. I'm just gonna come and visit. And then you stay too daggone long. Oh, it's wintertime. It sure is cold out there, you know. And then now you straight up live there. Got your own room and everything. And don't pay a daggone dime.
Where you agreed that her mother would just come there for a very short period of time until winter. Is that your testimony?
Yeah, my testimony is that we talked about it. Being newlywed, I agreed to do it. It would upset my wife.
What did you specifically agree to? When was her mother supposed to move out?
They said after winter, so I'm assuming after winter is March, April.
Okay, that's an assumption, isn't it?
It is an assumption.
After winter.
Right.
All right. Do you like Miss Botnick's mother?
I do. We get along.
Okay. So no issue there. You agree that she helps out with the children and that you like the children.
Correct.
I want to talk about this shooting of a bow and arrow in the garage. Okay? You testified that, who was it? Which child was it?
It was Ryder.
Okay, so Ryder sets up this box, which, was that like a little target?
I'm assuming, yes.
Is this kind of a toy bow and arrow? I mean, it's not like a compound bow that...
It's a real arrow,
Okay,
but
so
it was a makeshift bow that he made.
like appropriate for a child.
I mean, it's a stick with, I don't know what's appropriate for a child. Appropriate for a child would not be a real arrow with a live head on it, right?
Okay, well, describe the arrow then.
It's an arrow that you would use to hunt deer.
Okay, so
The lawyer is really trying to downplay this situation. This man saying this is a real arrow, okay? But the lawyer is trying to make it seem like it's not that big of a deal.
testified that you make gross approximately $190,000 a year.
That's salary without bonus. And bonus
Okay.
is not guaranteed though.
Okay, so you
So
make
this is based on my guaranteed income.
okay, so you make more than $190,000.
Yes,
Okay.
on a good year.
Okay. Well, let's talk last year. What was your bonus last year?
Bonus was 40% of my salary.
Okay, give me a number.
40% of 180 at the time. So I don't know, what's that? 70,000
So you got $70,000 bonus. So
minus taxes, 35%.
okay, but you said $180,000 and a $70,000 bonus.
Right.
That's $250,000.
Minus 35% taxes. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. That 35% is a lot. 35% of the money that you have earned. And just to have the understanding that the money is going towards people that did not earn it. They get to have a free ride on your back. That don't sound godly to me. I hate the sound of it. It's terrible.
$50,000.
But I don't get it at the end of the year. Right.
Okay.
It's paid quarterly, just for the record.
When's the last time you didn't get a bonus?
Well, 40% is not what you get all the time. Sometimes you get 20%.
That wasn't my question. When's the last time you didn't get a bonus?
I haven't had it's been a couple of years.
So you didn't get a bonus 2 years ago?
I'm saying it's been years.
Years?
Right.
Okay. Think a decade?
Maybe.
Okay. Mr. Tootle, every year you get a sizable bonus, don't you? You're under
Sizable,
oath.
yeah, sizable, yeah.
So when you say bonus is not guaranteed, that's a little misleading, isn't it?
No, that's the terms of the bonus.
Okay.
Bonus is 40%. 40% is if we hit max terms of the company.
Okay.
That's not misleading.
Your track record is that you've gotten bonus for years and years
Yes.
without fail, correct?
Mr. Ertl, just to tell you, I don't control my bonus. It's based on company performance.
I understand you don't control it, but I'm asking you a question about the historic bonuses
Yes,
you've received.
I get bonuses year after year.
Okay. So when you fill out this income expense statement, you've got $14,191, correct?
Correct.
My math is if I multiply that by 12, I get $169,092.
At the time, that was my salary.
At what time?
At the time I filed this. I've had a raise since then to push me up close to 190. And that's salary. I was told to fill this out without bonus.
Good for
Okay,
you.
well, last year, a minute ago, you testified that last year you made $180,000 instead of $190 and a $70,000 bonus.
Yeah, so I'm off a little bit on my number here.
You are, well, you're off quite a bit, aren't you?
I'd say, what, I said 180, 169,
You're off
170?
about $80,000.
No, 80, that's bonus. And I just told you under oath that.
Well, you said
Didn't
this is
put bonus
based
in
on
here.
last year, and last year you said you made $180
No, this-
plus $70,000.
This is based, and when I filled this out, it was based on the paycheck I was getting at that time. I've gotten a raise since then.
It says April 2024, the top.
But that's not when I filled this out and submitted it to my attorney. I filled it out in January.
So you're making $169,000 in January base salary?
It was 170, 180, somewhere in there.
Well, you said, again, last year you said I made $180,000 plus $70,000 in bonus.
Roughly 250, yeah.
Okay, so last year you made $180,000, and then, as we said here today,
I'm trying to understand, why does it matter so much how much money he makes? He gonna need a lot more money than that if he keeps this chick and her family of 5. Like, why are we even talking about how much money that he makes? Like, what does this have to do with it? Or is it just to discredit him? Because I understand you have to discredit in order to win court cases. So, okay, I get you there. But I'm trying to understand, like, what's the big deal? Okay, he makes good money. Good for him. He should. So should we. All of us should be making good money, especially when you consider how many people drain society because they don't put in, they're not working, or they're taking assistance from the government, which affects us. It's our taxpaying dollars. So, I mean, I don't understand what's this big talk about with the finance. He wants to keep the house. He can afford the house, especially if he gets rid of her and her baggage. Bag lady over here. What's the problem?
as we said here today, you're making 190. And at some point in between, you made 169,000?
No,
Well, can you explain that? I mean,
I pulled this right off of my payment, my payroll.
fair to say you make 250,000 a year at least.
Not every year.
It's fair to say you made that last year.
Yes.
Bottom line, Mr. Tootle, this is not an accurate statement, is it?
No, it's accurate in terms of expenses and what I pay out every month.
Okay, but income's not accurate.
Income's off by maybe, what, a couple $100?
Seems like it's off more than that.
I can prove, I can prove.
Again, I'm going to object to the soliloquy or the conversations that he wants to have. He wants to ask a question.
Your Honor, he's not answering the question. He has testified that last year he made 180,000. He's making 190 now. His income.
When I said 180, that was based on salary alone.
Mr. Tootle, if you'd be quiet when we're talking, okay?
So, Your Honor, he has testified that last year he made a base salary of 180,000 plus a $70,000 bonus. He testified when Ms. Roberts was questioning him that his base salary is 190,000 with no guaranteed bonus. He said that he filled this statement out in January and his income was accurately reflected on here at that time being 169,000. That doesn't add up. It just doesn't add up. And 180 last year, 190 now, and somehow during the meantime it dipped down to 169 in January. And that's just my question.
Restate your question.
Okay, Mr. Tootle, did you testify earlier that last year you made 180,000 base salary approximate plus 70,000 in bonus?
Yes, I said approximate.
Okay, did you testify on direct questioning by Ms. Roberts that your current salary is 190,000
Approximate,
plus bonus?
plus bonus.
Did you testify when I asked you about this income and expense statement, and in particular your gross salary, your gross income, did you testify that in January the number reflected of $14,091 was accurate?
Yes,
Would you agree with me that $14,091 annualized is $169,092?
I can't do that in my head. If you've done the calculation on it, I'm assuming you're correct.
Okay.
I have no problem sharing my salary.
What's your explanation for your testimony and the discrepancy in your income at 3 different points in time?
Well, again, I said approximate 180. I could go back and look at my salary to see if it matched this exactly. I've had a raise since then, so I know it's approximately 190 now. I'm not afraid to show my financial statement to you so you can look at it to see what it is.
You've sworn under oath this is your financial statement, an accurate depiction of your income and expenses.
Your Honor, again, I'm going to object to the form of question. There's been no financial statement that has been admitted into evidence, and there's been no proof stating that he has submitted a financial statement into evidence. It is an income and expense statement.
Sustained as to the characterization of an income and expense statement. As a financial statement, it's not the same.
Mr. Tootle, your income's not correct on this income and expense statement that you presented to the court, correct?
I would have to do the numbers and look at my actual paycheck.
All right.
The judge is calm, cool, and collect. And I gotta say, I like his style. I like the judge. You know, he's so calm, cool, and collect.
So, Mr. Tootle, I want to talk about the house, marital residence. So
You can't stop.
you all closed on that house on September 26,
You
2023.
can't go under there. You can't
Do you
go
agree with me
under.
on
There's
that?
nothing to go
Yes.
under here. You're gonna knock everything down. My dog is so funny.
I just want to,
My dog is in the room with me. Give me a titty.
Give me my titty. Give me my shit. Oh, he want mama to hold him. He say, I need you to hold me, mama. Say, I need you to hold me.
No, you don't need anybody to hold you. Look at him.
Look at him, Sacred. Look, look, look. Oh, he's in my toot. Oh, he's my toot.
And he wants me to hold him. Right? You want me to hold? You can watch TV with mama? You can watch this court case and see who's really at fault? Who deserves the house to care? Who do you say should get the house? Whoever has the treats? Is that what the answer is? Whoever has the pup cup? Is that who gets the house?
provide to you a copy.
Or
Ask you
eat.
to
The
identify.
food's over there. Go ahead.
Judge, we stipulate and agree, and it's been testified that the home is in joint names.
Judge, I would then ask the warranty deed to be
Just-
next exhibit.
All right, make the warranty deed Exhibit 2.
So, when you all got married, September 4th, you knew what your wife's income was, correct?
Yes.
She'd been fully transparent with you about the money she made.
There's one item that was not transparent, and that was she got income from her dad passing away. She told me it was roughly $700 a month that she was getting, which she now states she no longer gets.
Okay.
So yes, I knew. Outside of that, I didn't know child support. I know that one child, Bryson, was getting child support of roughly $700 a month but there was problems with it being paid.
Okay. Well, you knew that you made substantially more money than she did, correct?
Correct.
So you all bought this house in September of 2023, correct?
Correct.
And you knew when you bought it that you were the one that had the ability to pay the debt, correct?
Yeah, I do not. I planned on paying for
Yeah.
house and bills, but not her bills.
Okay, I'm talking about the mortgage payment, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you and she bought it and you all put her name on the deed because you wanted to join.
And that's what I thought. He was moving like a man that wants to pay the bills. I can see that. But at the same time, like he just said, but I'm not paying your bills. But clearly he is, because he just said he just stopped paying the car note. He paid the cell phone bill. He paying her bills. But the agreement is that I don't pay your bills. I pay the household bills. But some way, somehow, she has been able to gypsy her way into getting him to also pay her bills too. Let's just call it what it is. And okay, he makes more money than her. What's the big deal with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with someone has to make more money than someone else? And okay, he makes more, substantially more. I mean, she just come from working at Twin Peaks. She's not successful. And he has helped her to get whatever it is she has right now. That's because of him. She should be more grateful. I think that she's not as grateful as she should be to this man.
We own the house, right? That was the intention.
The reason we put her in the house because we were being married, and I thought that it was going to be something that would last.
Yes.
You made that decision.
This dude is not very smart when it comes to relationships, but can't you see that he's moving properly though in his heart, not in his mind, but in his heart. He's saying he put her name on there with his, even though she ain't pay a daggone thing towards it, but he put it because he's thinking, I'm getting married. This is about to be our life. These are about to be our kids. And so he's moving like a husband, like he's really there for loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Who would have known that we're going to bust him in the butt like this?
Yes.
You wanted her name to be on the deed with you. You wanted to own this property together, correct?
Correct.
And
They're married.
this $700,000 to $800,000 house that you bought, you knew that it was being bought because you had the ability to pay for it, correct?
Correct. And I
You
thought
weren't
that
relying upon this.
Yeah, and again, if he could finish his answer before Mr. Odle starts questioning him again.
Please let him answer the question fully before you begin answering.
Yeah.
Asking the next question.
Yeah, the reason I put her on there, I thought that my money for the down payment would be considered a separated party going into it and coming out of it, only to learn that it's not, obviously.
Okay, so you agree that house is a marital asset, correct?
Yeah, I think
And
that's
the equity in it is,
And again, calling for a legal conclusion, as Mr. Odle has pointed out earlier, and I would object for asking my client to draw a legal conclusion.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Objection, calling for a legal conclusion. Same objection that Mr. Odle made.
I overruled his objection. I thought I overruled his objection. State your question one more time, please.
Mr. Tootle, you agree that the equity in the house, that's a marital asset, correct?
if there is
That's what I'm,
I think that does call for a legal conclusion because there was a difference between that question and the question that was asked by Ms. Roberts. You're asking him if it's a marital asset, and that is a legal term that the court has to determine what the marital assets are. if there was equity in the property that came, I think the question Ms. Roberts asked was, is the equity or the $160,000, whatever was paid down on the house, did that come from his separate funds? And that was the question she asked that you objected to as a legal conclusion. It was not a legal conclusion in this court's opinion to ask someone if the down payment came from separate funds of that person. You're asking him if it's a marital asset, which is a legal term used by the court in determining what are the marital and separate assets. That's the reason I'm sustaining and why I see a difference in the two.
Mr. Tittle, do you agree that you and your wife own this house that you live in currently together?
She's on the title, yes.
You all equally own it?
I mean, I guess by the title, yes, but there's no equal to it.
Yeah. The audacity. This is her house too.
I'm going to talk to you. So you said your wife's threatened you
Yes, multiple times.
since the divorce was filed?
Once was prior, back in roughly late October, early November. I had to go get a hotel room for 2 nights to let things cool down at the advice of my friend who's an attorney. Then there was another time in
Y'all heard that right. He had to go get a hotel room for 2 nights. He had to pay extra money for a place to stay while he's the only one who has paid for that home that she's in right now. Y'all don't think that's messed up? Is that not messed up? That's another question. Question number 2. Right, number 2 dash. And then, do y'all think that's messed up? How would you feel if you were in this situation? And let's say you're the one playing the part as the man, even if you're not a male like I'm not. Let's say, even if you're a female, you're the one who put down $170,000. You're the only name on the mortgage, and you're also the only one paying the monthly $4,200 bill. Would you think it's messed up that you have to go and get a hotel room and pay even more money for 2 nights? While she's staying there with her mother and her children, that he's not allowed to discipline. Remember, she said, "Don't talk to my kids." Remember, he already said that in his statement, his testimony, when she wanted her children to go ahead and make like a bonfire or some type of fire or something like that. He said, "It's in the middle of a drought and it's windy. This isn't a good idea." She told him, "Don't talk to my kids." After he done took care of them and everything else. Question number 2. Is this messed up?
Somewhere in November where we were disagreeing on potentially what the divorce would do. Then there was a time just 2 weeks ago in front of her 12-year-old.
Okay. This divorce filed January 26, 2024, correct?
Right.
Okay. You and your wife had sex since then?
Once.
Slow motion for me. Slow motion
So,
for me. Moving slow motion.
You weren't too scared of her.
Like I
You
said,
agreed to
I
have
wasn't.
sex with her.
Like I said, I'm not scared of her. What I was
Did you see how the judge looked up like stop? He never said that he was afraid of her. What he's afraid of is what she's able to lie, what she's able to conjure up, witchcraft, what she's able to conjure up with lies and playing the part of the damsel in distress and playing the part of the innocent female, playing the part of, I've got 3 kids I've got to take care of. I just gave birth 10 months ago. My mom's here. I got to take care of my mom when she's up in age. All the things that she can use as pawns to help her agenda to further herself while stepping on the necks of others, including her so-called husband. That's witchcraft, whether you realize it or not.
scared of is I'm afraid that she would say that something happened, but nothing
Yes.
did happen.
Because she's a liar.
And the reason is because I think she's using that to try and get a temporary restraining order to get me out of the house.
But you had sex with her. Since you filed the divorce, you've had sex with her.
Yes, one time.
Slow motion for me.
I approached witness.
Everybody has sex with her. The judge's son's childhood friend had sex with her. You got a baby with her. Everybody. I've had sex with her. right? Haven't I had sex with her? You've had sex with her. We've all had sex with her. Just kidding.
Mr. Tootle, was your wife's birthday yesterday? It was.
What did you do for your wife's birthday?
You what?
What did you do for your wife's birthday?
I got her flowers and a cake and a card.
You got her an elaborate flower arrangement, didn't you?
Wasn't that expensive, no.
It looked pretty nice.
It's nice, but
I mean, it's nice that he gave her anything in the middle of a divorce. He didn't have to give her that. Flowers, cake, and card. I mean, isn't she staying in a house that costs $4,200 a month? Isn't she driving a car that he helped her get? Isn't he helping out her children? Isn't he helping out her mother? Isn't that a gift? It's not like he has signed documentation that says that he has adopted those children. They're really not his responsibility. That's not his mother. So he's gifting her every day that they live together.
doesn't mean it was expensive.
Yeah. So you got a nice flower arrangement. Did you give her that card?
Did.
Can you look at the card, please?
I need a snack.
Description on it. I'd like for you to read the card from the beginning to the end.
Ways you're like coffee. You're awfully hot. You're nice to hold. You get my insides warming. You pick me up. You smell good too. You're mildly habit forming. You're just right. I wouldn't change a single thing about you. And most of all, I wouldn't want to face a day without you. Happy birthday.
So he might still be trying to hold on to have. Look at the judge. Just like, dude, you're playing the game. Player! Player! You're not playing the game right. You 7. So her birthday was yesterday. You're in the process of going through a divorce. Why did you give her anything? Shouldn't have given her anything. Shoot, you're in my house, aren't you? With your family of 5. Your 5-pack. Your 5-pack is in the house. That is your gift. Happy birthday. I'm paying money out the wazoo for you. Happy birthday. You can't say he'll be paying this. He likes that house. He wants to stay in the house with or without her. He'll be paying the same price. Yes, he will be paying the same mortgage price, but all the other bills will go down if her and her posse ain't there. Imagine how much less the electricity bill is going to be once he's living all alone. That water and sewage bill goes down. Gas goes down. He won't be paying on her cell phone bill no more. That's one less bill. He won't be helping her out in any way, shape, or form with that Tahoe. One less. He gonna save money once they out the picture. That mortgage payment might not change. It's still $4,200, but everything else goes down. And who knows how much other stuff she hitting him for. He just got finished saying that she takes his credit card all the time and buy things. So once she's out the picture, he's rich. Well, I wouldn't say rich. $250,000 a year is not rich. It's comfortable, that I know, but it ain't rich. But he'll be living good as a single individual. Hopefully, he don't leave here missing anything. Hopefully, once they divorce, they go back and they have what they bought into the marriage. Since there's no, why didn't he get a prenup? He knew she was a 304. So why did he get a prenup? What is wrong? He is not a player. He's a simp. Instead of being a pimp, he's a simp.
Okay, that's what the card said. What was your inscription? What did you handwrite?
I said, I know things haven't been the best. I do love you and you deserve the best.
Oh, he's a nice guy.
All right, make that card next exhibit. So that card reflected quite a bit of flattery toward your wife, didn't it?
I got the card because she likes coffee and I thought it was funny. Do I love her? Yes, I do love her because I do care about her. Am I in love?
And now she's using it against you. I don't necessarily see anything wrong with his behavior. I just see something wrong with his behavior towards this particular person. Now, imagine if he married a woman that was loyal, all for him, all for the family, all for supporting him in his endeavors, a help meet. Imagine if he had a lady, not a female, but a lady that is a help meet. All the things that he's doing, commendable. but you tried to turn a hoe into a housewife, sir. That's where you messed up.
Different.
You love her. You say she threatens you, and you want her kicked out of the house. Gave her a card yesterday that was very flattering. Were those lies?
No, I do love her.
That's all questions I have.
Redirect.
Mr. Tootle, how do you get paid?
I get paid bi-weekly,
How do you get paid by your bonuses?
quarterly, based on company performance.
So you get a separate check quarterly.
Yes.
And do you know how much that is before you get it?
No.
And have you had a quarterly payment for 2024 yet?
No.
You get a paycheck you get a guaranteed paycheck, correct?
Yes.
And is that what that income and expense statement was reflective of?
Yes.
Is that your guaranteed income to pay your monthly expenses and living
Yes.
expenses? And is that why it's filled out that way?
Yes.
I hope you guys got a snack too, because this case seems to be running longer than their marriage.
And again, I'm happy to share it.
Are they on a fiscal year or on a calendar year?
We're calendar, January to December.
So again, after the end of March, that ended a quarter, they'll calculate, and then you'll get a
Payment in May.
in May
Right.
for
And
the March quarter.
Right, and I just to confirm, I didn't get anything in for December that quarter because our company went through bankruptcy. And as a retention measure, they paid bonuses out early, which was paid sometime in May of last year, which was part of the money I used for the down payment.
So May of 2023, you received a bonus,
I received a bonus.
and that was the last bonus you received from your company.
That's correct, until I get paid one again in May.
And if the company meets its requirements and does that.
That's correct.
And then that was the money you used as a down payment?
That's correct.
Okay. And again, did you receive anything for December?
I have not received anything for December.
Do you anticipate receiving anything for the calendar year, any more money for the calendar year of 2023?
Nothing for 2023. I was prepaid for it.
I believe that's all. Thank you, sir.
Where do you sleep?
I sleep upstairs.
Where does she
Bonus room.
sleep?
Downstairs in her room, or in the master bedroom.
What do you want to do with this house?
My intention would be to keep it.
You want to keep the house?
I would like to keep it.
And if I know what your concerns are about her remaining in the house, let's say that there's an order down of the court that restricts your conduct and her conduct towards each other in the house. Is there any way you would feel safe in living in the house with her?
Yeah, my safety is not a question. I feel safe.
Well, the false charges, I guess, would be the thing.
Yeah, I feel better now that I have a camera in there to make sure nothing happens.
Good.
Anybody else have anything?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. You can step down.
Ms. Bachnick, I just handed you an income and expense statement. Do you recall signing that statement?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to briefly recover some of the things that you testified to earlier, but where are you currently employed?
Envision Healthcare.
Okay, and I believe you testified that your rate of pay is $22 an hour.
Yes.
Is your gross monthly income before tax reflected on the income and expense statement $3,912.46?
Yes.
Okay, and that's monthly, correct?
Yes.
And your federal tax and other taxes are $589.38?
Yes.
Okay. You have your monthly expenses listed below. Can you go through and explain to the court what those monthly expenses are?
So I pay my car payment of $1,034, my cell phone, my gas. Do you want me to list the amounts too?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. And then cell phone, I pay $450. My fuel, gas for my car is $320. And my car insurance is $468.
She's paying over $1,000 for the car, almost $500 for the insurance. So about $1,500 just for that Tahoe. On a $45,000 salary with 3 children and her mama living there ain't paying a daggone thing with a job at Walmart. That's not why I paused it. I paused it because her cell phone bill's over $400. Why is her cell phone bill over $400? Girl, you act like, and get a daggone Mint Mobile account or Straight Talk.
And food and groceries a month for us is $1,200, roughly. And laundry, cleaning supplies is about $350, and cleaning, personal care $400, and entertainment is about $489, and my 401k is $117.37.
Okay, I want to go through each one of those.
Okay.
Your car payment is on the SUV, and what is that vehicle?
Tahoe.
And
You have a copy that you'd like for me to look at?
I'm sorry,
Because
Judge.
Obviously, it's a lot more difficult for me to follow along with what's being said if I'm not looking at it.
He has to be a public defender. He has to be. If she paid him money, girl, you finally got had. He didn't bring a copy for the judge?
You gonna take a picture of it?
I am, Judge. I'm a copy short.
Just let the clerk run it. Can't we just run a photocopy of what?
I can run him a copy.
You can go ahead and ask, but obviously, we'll run a photocopy and give you back the original.
I thought I had an extra copy, 3 copies.
Just for future reference, it's always beneficial if you're asking a witness about a document that you're going through a lot of detail on. It's always helpful to give the judge a copy of it so that I can understand it, because listening to it and when you two are going over it, kind of flies over my head, so.
My apologies, Judge.
It's all right.
Ms. Bachnick, I'm just going to move on to something else, then come back to that. Okay, so you and your husband married in September.
Yes.
Okay. Following the marriage, was a house purchased?
Right.
And you've continued to reside there until the present day?
Yes.
Are you and your husband living there together?
Yes.
If the court denies the motion for exclusive possession that's been filed by your husband and puts parameters in place relative to you and your husband continuing to cohabitate there, will you abide by all such?
Yes, I can respect that, what he needs.
Okay.
Why can't she just move out? Like, why? What's the holdup? Why can't she just move out of the house? She doesn't want to be with him any longer. He's the one who purchased the house. Why can't she just move out? Why does she need to be there with him?
Okay. Ms. Bachnick, going back to the income expense statement, the car payment, which was number 1, see that?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's $1,034.27. Okay. That is a payment on what vehicle?
The Chevy Tahoe.
Do you primarily drive that vehicle?
I'm the only one that drives that vehicle primarily, yes.
Who are the titled owners to that vehicle?
Me and Jody.
Okay. And who is obligated on the indebtedness owed and secured by the vehicle?
Jody.
How long have you been making that payment?
I'm the past 3 months. So I've made 3 payments total.
Okay. So moving forward, are you willing to timely make that payment?
Yes.
The second line.
So is this taking place in the month of April? I'm only assuming it because she said she made the last 3 payments. But when he was testifying, he said that he stopped paying in January. So are they currently in the month of April at this time? And the car payment is not $1,000, $1,034 and some cent. So about $1,035.
Item is a cell phone.
Right.
Can you explain what that comprises?
My 2 kids have cell phones, and then Sailor has an iPad, and then my cell phone. So that's why it's kind of pricey.
Okay. And have you historically made those cell phone payments, or has your husband?
We off and on. Sometimes I need help.
Okay. So
This-
Does the children need a cell phone? She's paying almost $500 for service because she gave her 10-year-old a phone, her 12-year-old a phone, and her infant, her 10-month-old, a tablet or something, plus her phone. 4 devices. Is that necessary? I mean, she's really living like she got money, but it's his money. She's a terrible steward of her finances.
Previous time he has paid it.
Okay.
Of course he
Are
did.
you willing moving forward to continue making that payment yourself?
Yes.
And to be solely responsible?
She ain't got enough money.
What is the next line item? Automobile fuel?
Right, and that's I have to drive to Green Hills, and so it racks up the gas a little bit more, and so that's for the month.
Is that for work?
For work, yes. Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Now, the automobile insurance, is that for the Tahoe?
Right, just for the Tahoe.
Have you historically been making that payment?
He's helped me, but yes, I am now.
Are you willing to continue making that payment timely moving into the future?
Yes.
Food and groceries, can you describe what that is?
I make dinner every night. I don't eat out ever, and so that's for the whole month.
Okay. And that is, does that include the food that you purchase for your 3 children?
Right, and my mom, I feed her too.
Her mother don't pay for nothing. She getting a free, like mama, like daughter. The mother getting a free ride with her pull-along trailer or whatever that's called. I don't know what that is. But the mother done stayed in that house with some dude she just married. Got a job at Walmart, don't pay a daggone bill. And the daughter pays for the food? Is the mother like disabled or something like that? Like, why isn't she helping out more? I better tell gonna have to help out now that they about to get this divorce. Your tail gonna chip in now.
Today is the day you motherfuckers is gonna kick in.
The remaining 4 items, have you historically paid those yourself?
Yes, I have.
Now, in addition to your income that you earn through your employment, what other monthly income do you receive is reflected in that footnote at the bottom?
I get child support for Sailor and Bryson, and so Bryson's is irregular, and then Sailor I get $687 a month from Nick.
Okay,
And then-
now, let me stop you there. The child support for Bryson, you
Right.
said it's, what do you mean it's irregular?
So it changes because his dad changes jobs quite a bit, and it's garnished out of his wages in Texas. So every time he switches a job and he doesn't report his new job, the child support stops. So he switches quite a bit, several times a year. And so that's why it's so not consistent.
Then the final item in the footnote, you've identified as renewal income is $599.40, reduces monthly. Can you describe what that is?
So my dad sold insurance when he was alive, and when he passed away, I get an income from that, sort of like a retirement. And so monthly, I get an income from that, but it's reduces every month as people pass away because it was a renewal income. So it goes away slowly. So it used to be 800, then it just slowly decreases. So at a certain point, it'll be gone.
Okay, so was your
Sorry.
dad an insurance agent?
He was.
Okay, and did he have a book of policies?
Right.
Insurance policies? And do those insurance policies expire or move to other agents over time? And is that what causes it to reduce?
No, it's policies on people. So if he had a life insurance policy on someone and they pass away, then the policy's done. But every month they pay into that policy, he gets a percentage of that money from that policy that he sold someone.
Okay.
So over the past 30 years that he worked there.
Okay. How quickly is that monthly income reducing? What rate?
In 2 years,
Good job, Dad, in leaving something for your child at the time of your death. That's good. We should all do that. We should have something in place to bless our children when we pass away. The Word of God says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children, which means grandchildren. To try to live at the top of your dollar and have nothing to pass down to your children, that's poverty. That's poor. That's cursed too. When your loved ones pass away, you're supposed to mourn them, but your pocket should be getting fatter. That's what should be happening. But people don't do what they're supposed to do.
it's went from 800 to 599. So in that time period, it's gone down significantly.
Okay.
$101.
Are you asking the court to permit you to continue staying and residing in the house?
Right. My kids go to school in the same area where they're zoned, and they need consistency. So yes, I am.
Okay. And you filed a motion asking that the marital residence be sold. Is that
Right.
correct? And are you asking that the marital residence be sold and the proceeds paid into court for the court to determine down the road how to divide it?
Right.
So, Ms. Bachnick, your three children that live with you, you heard testimony about the arrows being shot, and you heard your husband's testimony that the target was missed in the garage and it created a hole the size of a number 2 pencil.
The pencil tip.
Okay.
Right. It was actually, so I was going to buy putty because at first I thought it was a huge hole that he was talking about. And when I went to go buy putty, I saw that the hole was barely the size of a finger, like a pencil tip. And I was like, it's not even worth covering because it's barely noticeable.
Okay. Did you just discipline the children?
Oh, yeah, I did. And Ryder got his phone taken away and his guitar. His guitar's prized possession, so he got in trouble.
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Roberts?
Ms. Botnick, why is it that you want the house sold?
Well, Jody mentioned that as well
I
because
didn't ask what he did. I asked, why do you want it sold?
My client can answer your question.
I agree.
That female ain't taking it
I
off
don't
of no
think she's
female.
asking the question, she's answering the question. She's saying that he wanted it sold too, but the question is, why does she want it sold?
Why do you want it? So anybody ask you about it,
Right.
I'm trying to pass the buck. You know what I'm saying? That's deflecting. That's deflecting. She is a manipulator. She's a liar. She's a bad person. You can listen. She ain't gotta act like it right in front. She ain't gotta go berserk and be loud, ignorant, ghetto, and all that trashy type of stuff. She doesn't have to. Look at her actions, and even in her calm demeanor, look at it. She said, Jody wants it too. No one asked you why he wants it sold. She asked, why do you want it sold? Stop deflecting from your reasons, from your actions. Golly. I'm trying every single time she get up to say something in my heart. I'm sitting there like, all right, Crystal, find something good about her. Find something good about her. Be there for her. Try to be. I just can't, man. When I see trash, I see trash. And I'm not going to sit here and call you a saint when you're really a sinner. And I don't mean that from the standpoint of you have sinned. I'm talking about like, she's a bad person. Imagine this person marrying your son. Would you like for this to be your daughter-in-law? Be honest. Don't lie. She's a bad person. You know goodness well you don't want her in your tree. You do not want her part of your family tree.
because that was a house we were married in. And I just, if I'm leaving, then we both move on. I want the house sold.
But just in revenge.
No, definitely not revenge. I'm not vindictive like that.
Okay. Well, you put this income and expense statement for whatever the truth of it is that
I'm
you don't have.
Why does she want the house sold, y'all? Question number 3, right? 3 dash something. Why do you think she wants the house sold? Remember, she didn't put a dime towards getting the house. She does not pay for the $4,200 mortgage. She does not pay the utility. She pays absolutely nothing. All she has done was ride on the free train that he has provided. Why does she want the house sold? Like, what does she care? Why can't you just go live somewhere else with you and your posse? Why can't y'all just go live somewhere else? Get away from him, have nothing to do with him. Why do you want that house sold? In my mind, I'm thinking she wants that house sold so that she can reap the financial benefit to say, all right, we got to split the amount of money that we sold the house for. But yet you didn't even put any money towards the house. This is crazy. You didn't put a dime towards the house, but yet you believe you deserve half the money. It's not like you're getting your money back because you never put it in it. Why can't he get all the money? He the one who put the money in. He borrowed off his 401k that he's still paying for right now. It comes out of his paycheck. And you deserve half the money? With your kids messing up the property?
Staying on the sidebar comments, don't make sidebar comments.
You're stating that you only have $3,912 a month to support you, your 3 kids, and your mother.
$3,900. She has less than $4,000 a month. She has less than $4,000 a month. The house costs $4,200 a month. She don't even make enough money to pay for the house alone, let alone whatever bills she has for her children and her own life and her mama. Why does she want the house sold? Why can't she just go somewhere else and like live within her means? I think she just wants the money. Question number 3. Why do you think she wants that house sold?
Right.
And you're going to sell a home that you've not contributed to whatsoever, correct?
Right.
And you're going to have that listed for sale, so there's going to be a sales commission that's going to be paid on it, correct?
Correct.
And then you're going to have capital gains tax on any income that you derive.
You don't have no
correct?
money.
Did you know that?
Okay. Correct.
And so again, it's certainly not for financial gain that you think you're going to sell the house, is it?
Well, the divorce is going to end us. We're not going to be together anymore, and I want a fresh start. He will want a fresh start, and I want the house sold.
Because you want the money, right?
Not necessarily, no.
Now, in your income and expense statement, you use $3,912.46 is what your income is. But again, you're making $22 an hour.
Right.
So that's $45,000 and some change a year, correct? $45,760 a year.
Yes.
So you divide that out, and I divided by 52 weeks, and that's $3,813.
Okay.
Do you make any overtime or anything else?
No, we're not allowed overtime.
But this income that you've got up here, this monthly income before taxes, does not include the $687, the $780, or the $599, which is an additional $2,066. Isn't that correct?
If that's what you have on there.
Well, you don't have it on there. I added it up. But if you look down at the bottom, monthly court order child support.
I'm telling you, you can't get over on another female. You just can't do it. You just can't win. This lady has told the judge that she makes $22 a hour, which is around $45,000 a year. She makes about $45,000 a year. In her own statement, the female lawyer has been calculating all the other money she gets. She gets money from her deceased father, which she said was $800. Now it's $599. So almost $600. She didn't include that. But this lady just found it and said, you didn't include that part. Also, she gets money for one of her children. Like $600 some for the baby. Recently, because they just got paternity, like in February, I think they said. You didn't include that money. And then you say Bryson, or whatever his name is, one of the kids, their father like changes his jobs multiple times throughout a year. So like she's saying the money's not consistent, which I do understand. Like they normally do not tell anybody they got a new job, and then you miss these months of, help that you could be getting financially from the father. But regardless, whenever you do get it, you don't tell nobody. Just like she's also already said that even though she's been working at this place for 2 years, she's never informed the state that she could get health insurance for her children. She's still taking free health insurance. I get it. Her quality of life is going to go down. I get that. I get it. And no one wants a low quality of life. I get that too. But let's just be honest. You're not allowed to live like royalty unless you actually are royalty. You're not a six-figure earner. So you're not supposed to be living like a six-figure earner. You need to be living like you only own $40,000. With 3 kids and a mama that ain't doing nothing with herself. I get it. Your life's going to suck, but that's how your life should be because of your own choices. Now, if she was a single woman, no kids, just got married recently, then that $40,000 could go a lot further. But she has made poor decisions in life. And that's not just her. That's all of us. That's everybody in the world trying to keep up with the Joneses. Everybody trying to make it seem like their life is better than what it is. You drive cars that you can't afford. You live in communities you can't afford to live in. You buying food that you shouldn't be buying. You got so much food inside of your freezer that's getting freezer burnt. But you won't cook it and eat it. Instead, you go to Chick-fil-A. That's been a bad steward with your finances. You don't have Chick-fil-A money. And so while you out there spending, then the time's going to come and say, I need money. I don't have enough money to put gas in my car. I don't have enough money to pay this bill. No, you had the money. You misused it. You spent it on something you shouldn't have spent it on. You had it. Eat that food in your fridge and your freezer and in your cabinets. You bought the groceries, eat it. You don't have to eat out. I get it. It tastes good. I get it. You like the experience. But you don't make that kind of money. You shouldn't be living like that. But we've got to this place now in America where we just decide we're going to do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do it. And we're going to look for everybody else to just fill in the gaps. Same thing with I'm about to go off on a tangent. I'm thinking about GoFundMe with these funerals. You ain't got no health insurance, no life insurance. So you want everybody else to go fund your funeral? Get out of here, man. Get your life together.
687.
And also, it's not consistent. I mentioned why.
You didn't put that on, that's not included in this number, is it?
Is it not?
No, you know it's not. See, she playing stupid.
Is it or is it not? This is what you've introduced as your income, ma'am.
It's not introduced
Okay.
because it's not consistent, because he doesn't have a job half the time, his father.
Well, see, I asked you, when I called you on direct examination, I asked you what child support you get, and you know what your testimony was?
Yes, and I told you.
No, you just said I only get it for Sailor. You get 687.
Right.
You didn't mention that you got it for Bryson.
Because I hardly get it.
Well, when was the last time you got it?
Last
month?
No. Let me finish, please. I got it probably back in October of 2023. And I can show proof of that.
Have you instituted any cases against him to try to collect the money?
Well, it's kind of pointless because it's already garnished out of his wages, and it would cost me money that I don't really have to fight him.
Manage your kudaka. Let this be a lesson to all you females. Manage your private parts. This is an example of mismanagement. If she had managed it properly, she wouldn't be going through this right now.
And
so you would instead let somebody who's not the father of your child support you and provide a home for you than to go get money from the person who's supposed to be supporting that child.
Yeah.
Well, he does work sometimes, and when he does, I do get money for Bryson. So.
And in the meantime, someone else is doing that
and
job.
I'm doing what I can.
And I'm doing what I can.
Make sure he has everything he needs.
Get another job.
You're doing what you can.
Right, for my kids.
Have you gotten another job?
Yeah, second job.
No, I have a baby.
Okay.
Girl, please.
Well,
does that preclude you from having to support your children?
I don't think I would have time to have another job when I work 40 hours a week.
I work more than 40 hours a week, and I don't have any little kids I got to take care of. So why aren't you working more than 40 hours a week? Isn't your mama there? Isn't your freeloading mama there? Let her take care of them kids while you go out and get some more money so you can take care of your family. I hope that's what you're doing now that y'all divorced. I hope your divorce is done by now. Who knows how old this court case is. But if y'all are divorced and you are out of his house, out of his pockets, you're going to need some additional income. It's time for mama to start giving up some of those Walmart checks. It's time to make sure every baby daddy is paying up. You got to live, man. What are you doing? Just working for it. So what, you sleeping the rest of the time? Chilling? She did say she had extramarital affairs. They haven't gotten into that yet, but in the very beginning, the lawyer said that she's already had extramarital affairs. And they've been married for a short period of time. How you going to already have cheated on your husband? You can get another job. You got enough time to get a part-time job. Even if it's just like on the weekends or something. I get it. You ain't going to have a lot of downtime, but guess what? Welcome to the club of adulting. And then welcome to that club of mismanagement of your life and causing you to have to work extra hard. That club over there, that ain't got nothing to do with me.
You just work 40 hours a week. And your mother you're providing a roof for your mother on somebody else's dime. Correct?
She helps a lot with the children, so that's saving me on having to get childcare.
Your 10-year-old has a cell phone?
Yes. Everyone in his grade has one.
So we have to keep up with the Joneses.
There it is.
Because everybody in his grade has one.
So he has to have one too.
Who does
he rides the
Who does
bus.
he call?
He games on it and stuff like that. That's what all the kids do these days.
But who's paying the internet so that he can log on to it out there at Yell Creek?
I am.
You're paying the internet
On the phone.
on the phone?
I'm paying the cell phone.
Okay, he doesn't click on and get on and not use his cellular data?
I could use hotspot if I need.
She pays it now. Because remember, he just testified that he stopped paying it in January or something like that. So she's paying it now. But prior to that, he was paying for that. Again, I get all the other kids got it, but maybe those other kids got a 2-income household. Maybe those other kids' family has more money. You don't have it like that. Be honest. I accept the fact that your kids can't have the best life because of your decisions, your life decisions.
Me too.
Who pays for the hotspot?
Me. I pay for my cell phone.
Me.
Okay, so that's what you're doing.
If I need to.
I didn't ask what you needed to. I asked what you were doing.
So right now, when he's not home, he runs off the service. I don't even know if he's even connected to the wireless internet half the time. He's 10.
Now, you go to Green Hills twice a week is what your testimony is?
Sometimes I go in Tuesdays and Thursdays, and she changes it up. But most of the time, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays.
No, I didn't ask what most of the time. You testified when I put you on the witness stand first that you have to go to Green Hills twice a week.
Right.
That's not true, is it?
Unless the weather's bad or if it's snowing. No, I don't go if it's snowing.
And you don't
And
go...
this past week, I didn't go on Tuesday because of the storms. So it does change sometimes.
So when I subpoena your work records and
Absolutely. Go
that they're
ahead.
going to tell you were at the office 2 times every week,
Go
every
ahead.
week since the beginning of this year.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
That's the truth.
Unless there's bad weather or if something's going on with the kids or if something's going on.
Well, how many times has something gone on?
Quite a bit. The weather, it was winter.
Now,
Ow! Flick the hell. Look at it. Ooh!
I've got some black and white pictures.
She tired of that lawyer. This chick is tired of that lawyer, and she is trying to hold it together. If she could, she would have cussed her out by now. She was just like, check it, B. Check my work record. I don't care. Go ahead and check it. That's how she looked. She was like, question me. Don't you know that the gynocracy makes it so that I can do whatever I want to do?
But I want to, I didn't print them in color, and I'm going to come to you and show you these if the court will allow. Just give me a little shot. Yeah.
Such an ugly place to be in, divorce. So ugly.
And again, you were watching the video. You videoed yourself, and you saw your son
Right, so he was
shooting the
safe.
holes into the drywall, or it's the insulation, isn't it?
I haven't seen these.
You may approach and watch what's being shown.
I can't even see it.
You can't see that.
Oh, now I can see the screen. So, right, that's zoomed in.
I'm going to give you some black and white photographs here that we're going to make as an exhibit.
And these are zoomed in.
Yes, I'm not disputing. These are.
Right. And they're so tiny, it's hard to, I could putty them, but they're so tiny.
But you haven't.
No. And you have
You could putty them, but you haven't.
So if it was a huge issue, why wouldn't you do it too?
Well, why would he be?
Why wouldn't he if he
Taking care of
has
your-
pride in the house?
Well, why would you not?
Because it was so tiny.
Again, looking at just these color photographs, those are the black and white ones we've done. As we scroll down, there's
I'm telling you, man, she is trash, and she has to come from trash. The father might have something going for himself by having an insurance job or whatever career, and then also leaving something. But that doesn't mean that her parents were together. Maybe they were, maybe they were not. I don't know. I know she live in a trailer right now. The mama do. Dad had something going on with insurance, but like this lady is literally trying to dismiss the fact that these are holes in the wall as if it's not even a big old deal. In this house, you know, when you have a house that's new, you don't really want to mess it up. So like my husband was just very adamant about let's not put any holes in the walls. Let's use command strips to hang things up and stuff like that. I mean, okay, I get it because the house is new. You want to keep it as pristine as possible. I don't know how new their house is, but I do know that they paid $700 some thousand, almost $800 for the house. So with that being said, he wants to take care of it. Even if he's not taking care of it because it's new or because he wants to resell, he could just be taking care of it because he likes nice things. But she's in a mindset where, you know, whatever, who cares? You know, I let the kids drive a car and just run over shrubs. I let the kids just do bow and arrows and just put holes in the wall. I'll let them do a fire, you know, on a hot summer's day with the wind going and a drought. Like she doesn't even care. She just lets it do whatever it do. Like who cares? It's not a big deal. She's not an upper echelon type person. Here it is. He makes over $200,000 a year for the most part. And he's dealing with some trash that worked at God knows where. And then she doesn't have like the same type of, you know, zeal for life to say, you know, I like nice things. I mean, to a degree she does. I mean, you see, she might even have extensions in her hair to try to have herself look nice. She wants this Tahoe to make herself look better than what she is. I mean, it doesn't even match her lifestyle. $1,500 a month is a lot of money for someone who only makes $45,000 a year. That don't make any sense. And even though she has a used Tahoe, I mean, that still could be like a $40,000 truck. Why would you have something that expensive? See, it's a mismanagement of the finances. She's not a good steward of her finances. And she's not a good steward of that kudakata either.
multiple holes shot into the insulation, and this is insulation that's on the garage door and in the drywall in the garage, right?
Right.
Your Honor, we'll move this series of pictures.
Is that income, is her income, is that gonna be, is that gonna be exhibit?
If he made an exhibit, I didn't.
Did you make?
I'd ask you to be made an exhibit. I don't think I did.
Okay. So this income's gonna be number 4, and those pictures will be number 5.
Good.
Now, I will show you another, and I can pull the color one up, the black and white photograph.
Right, color
Did
begin.
you lie to your husband and tell him that you were driving the truck and ran over the?
Right, yes, I did.
What vehicle was your 10-year-old driving?
My truck. The Tahoe.
The Tahoe that your husband is the one solely financed with.
I am too. I'm
Wait.
on there just as much as he is.
Well, you said his name was just on the note.
No, we are both on there.
Okay, you're both on that note.
He's a co-signer.
But earlier she testified that it was the husband's responsibility to make sure that the note is paid. Even though that he's a co-signer or she's the co-signer, I'm not exactly sure which way it goes, but their both names are on there. But like, if the crap was to hit the fan, it's him who's responsible for it financially. That's what she just got finished testifying about like a moment ago. And so now here it is. You done let your child drive the car so that something bad can happen to the car. You know, already messed up some of the landscape because the kid ran over shrubs or something like that. She's just careless. And I wonder why she's so careless.
So you're letting your 10-year-old drive a 2021 Tahoe to the point where he ran over a shrubbery that was there. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And you lied about it.
I lied to protect my child, which any mother would.
She said, yes, ma'am. Like as if like, yeah, I did. I lied, whatever. And why is she making an excuse for her lies? I got to see that again.
So that your husband is the one solely financed with.
I am too. I'm on there just as much as he is.
Well, you said his name was just on the note.
No, we are both on there.
Okay, you're both on that note.
He's a co-signer.
So you're letting your 10-year-old drive a 2021 Tahoe to the point where he ran over a shrubbery that was there.
10 years old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you lied.
Yes,
about it.
ma'am.
I lied to protect my child, which any mother would do if they're.
No, you don't do that. You don't lie to protect your child and something like that. What you're doing is protecting yourself because he's not going to look at the 10-year-old as being a responsible person, as a responsible adult because he's not. He's 10. Who was watching the child? You. Who let him drive the car? You. Did he steal the car? No, I gave him the keys. I let him. You weren't lying to say that you did that. No, you were lying to cover your own tail. Because it makes more sense to say I made a mistake and ran over it than to admit out of your mouth that I allowed a 10-year-old to drive a truck that I can't even afford on my own, but to drive a truck that then messed up property. You weren't lying to protect your child. You were really lying to protect yourself, to show, to hide the proof that you are irresponsible as a parent. That's not good. I mean, I get it. I mean, I've driven a car too when I was underage, but I didn't mess up nothing. And if something was to have happened, that adult would have to take the fall for letting me do that. I didn't steal the car. Just be honest and say, I did it. You need some training. She needs training on how to be a better person, not just a better mom, a better wife, a better individual altogether, because her thinking is not right. Her thinking is just like, I don't know, man. Her thinking ain't good.
They're scared their kid will get in trouble by someone.
Well, because your son was driving a did he know
I did
that?
out of fear.
Did he know that that you had allowed your 10-year-old to drive a?
No, he didn't know.
No, because I told him it was me that did it.
So we've established that you lied.
Let's establish a ground rule. Only one of you talk at once at a time.
I'm sorry.
Hornick over in front of me has to take down every word that's being said. And when there's conversation going on at the same time, it makes her job extremely difficult. So you just wait for her to finish her question and she will let you answer it. And if she doesn't, I'll stop her. But you make sure that she asks you the question, wait, and then you answer it, please.
Yes, sir.
So we've established that you're not above lying.
No, I'm gonna.
Is that correct?
That's argumentative.
Well, court is, again.
The judge is trying to find the words to say because she is a liar. You know what I'm saying? Thus far, since we've been watching this one day in court, she has lied too many times to count. Too many times to count she has lied. And she's lied about big things, small things, and everything in between. So when she said what she just said, we've established that you're not above lying. I get that as her lawyer, you have to defend her and say, that's argumentative. I totally get it. But the judge is looking at like, I mean, she's right, isn't she? You know, this is hilarious, y'all.
Again, the court is the one who has to try this case. Whether that is argumentative or not really has no bearing on me. It has been established that she lied to her husband about who was driving the car. That fact is proven.
It's true.
The question itself is not evidence, as we always tell the jury. So I take it with a grain of salt.
So in addition, you sent your husband a text message and stated that you had fallen with the child and broke a cabinet.
Right.
And that was also a falsehood, isn't it?
That was also the same tactic of protecting my children because.
And that's why I just said it was still a falsehood, correct?
I guess if you want to spin it that way.
You lied.
I guess if you want to put it that way. Look at her. I'm telling you, man. I guess if you want to put it that way, you lied. Why can't you agree to the fact that you're a liar? Why won't you say, I did, you got me? She's still trying to cover herself. She's still trying to make herself look better than what she is. You're a liar. And this judge has got you backed up in a corner. And if you want to come out swinging, go ahead and do that. But I think she's got something to hold you. That female got something to hold you. She's not gonna back down like some dude. Some dude to say, well, I mean, I get it. I guess you're a mom. I've never been a mom. I don't really know, No, a female's gonna like, nah, chick. No. We don't play that stuff with one another. That's the kind of, she trying to play games that you would do on other dudes, on dudes. You can't play those kind of games on a female. She's not going to have it. But maybe she thinking since the judge has the final say, maybe he'll have a soft spot for me. Maybe. But I tell you what, this lady is as guilty as they come.
The Jody.
Because your son,
Yes.
one of your sons
And I did that out of protection to make sure he did get on with them.
Okay. The judge has already instructed for you to wait till I finish asking my question.
I'm sorry.
The judge has already instructed that you wait till I finish asking the question, and I will wait for your response. Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You lied to your husband when which one of your sons ripped off or tore a door off of this cabinet?
Okay, so what happened was they broke it and it was just hanging there, so I finished and took it off.
Did you unscrew it?
No, I just kind of took it off.
Okay. Causing damage to...
Yeah, break it even more. See what I'm saying? She's trashy. She doesn't come from anything nice. She doesn't know how to have nice things. So even her, instead of unscrewing the rest of it to hopefully salvage it and do something good to get it back on place and make it look like it never happened, she just took it off. Just like she don't care about the holes in the drywall. She don't care about the shrub being taken off. She don't care if possibly the house catch on fire by doing this in a drought. She just don't care. Because she don't come from nothing nice. She's not used to nothing nice. So why would she even care? She doesn't think that way. It's just, she needs to be trained. This girl needs training on how to be, and she can be, as long as someone takes the time and has the patience, the care, and the love to show her how to be a responsible adult and a good citizen. It starts there. And then you can be a better wife, and then you can be a better mother. But she's not even good to society.
To the hardware and to the wood, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever take the time out and putty it and put it back up?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Because I didn't know how. If I did know how to do something like that, I would have fixed many things in the house that need to be done.
And now here she go deflecting again, making it seem as though the house is in such bad array and disarray and stuff like that. Stop. The many things that need to be around the house. Girl, shut up. It's better than anything you came from. I'm more than sure. I bet it's better than your mother's trailer that you pull behind or something, it said. A pull behind trailer. I bet it's better than that trailer.
So, again, that child.
Well, if it's snowing, no. Because it was so tiny.
Wait, and then you answer it.
That's why I just said it was still a falsehood, correct?
I guess if you want to spin it that way.
You lied.
The Jody.
Did you unscrew it?
No, I just kind of took it off.
Okay. Causing damage to the hardware and to the wood, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever take the time out and putty it and put it back up?
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Because I didn't know how. If I did know how to do something like that, I would have fixed many things in the house that need to be done.
Just like you didn't take the time to go buy putty and putty the holes that your son knocked in the wall. Correct?
Yes.
If I could, Judge, I'm going to make a photograph of
That female lawyer's like, play with your mama, don't play with me.
And again, I apologize, these are black and white. Yeah, this is the tree that he ran over, correct? we'll make that an exhibit.
Number 6.
And then this is the color photos that I've showed you on my computer. That's the text message as well as the damage that was done, correct?
Right.
John will move that as the next cumulative exhibit.
Number 7.
It's not even-
I was sorry, I was just trying to help you.
No, that's what I keep it moved on it. I'm gonna show you a video. So this is your new baby, right? And that's you holding him in your lap.
Right,
And this is your oldest child
right.
doing what we were complaining about and shooting holes. And this is, the photograph here shows the garage door
Right.
with the insulation on it. And that's where he was shooting into that,
No, it was in front of it.
in front of it.
No, like the box was like right here, the wall's right here, and the garage is like right here. So he was doing it towards this direction. The garage was not in the path of the bow and arrow.
And how did this all get damaged?
Well, it wasn't while I was taking a video.
I'm gonna step back.